I call it partnering for profits, and we can help each other be more profitable. I've invited 3 very successful builders to join us today, and they've graciously agreed to share with you a little bit about their companies, their approach, and their relationship with Nucor Building Systems. So first, I'd like to invite up Marc Bourgeois of Regal Construction. And Marc is co-owner along with Michael St. Martin. They started Regal together in 2007, signed up with Newport Building Systems right off the bat, and they've been on fire ever since. Been just a great partner. Marc is also on our President's Advisory Team, as I mentioned yesterday, and I appreciate your service on that, Marc. And Marc, if you'd come up and share a few words, I'd appreciate it. Please welcome Marc Bourgeois.
Thank you, Jeff. When Jeff first asked me if I'd be willing to speak in front of the entire assembly at the National Builders Meeting, he did so over a very loud dinner at our PAC meeting in California. And of course, I nodded in agreement. He's learning for the first time this morning, along with you all, that I never actually heard the question. He's also going to learn today that I'm a better contractor than I am a public speaker. But rest assured, I speak from the heart, just not off the cuff. Now that I've lowered everyone's expectations, let me say that I'm truly honored to have the opportunity to speak before you this morning. As Jeff noted, my name is Marc Bourgeois. I'm the president and co-owner of Regal Construction. We're a commercial and industrial general contractor based 30 miles outside of New Orleans, which, by the way, Jeff, is beautiful this time of year and one of the best convention cities in the country. I don't know what the schedule looks like in 2018, but I just thought I'd mention it to you. One of the most frequent questions I get asked from colleagues is, what type of projects do you construct? And for years, my answer involved listing the different market sectors that we served: manufacturing, retail, office, medical, the type of clients we built for, and the regions that we covered. And even with this long explanation, I felt like my answer never really got to the crux of what we did. It wasn't until I asked myself the question and spent many hours contemplating it that I found the answer. Now when asked what type of projects does Regal build, my response is simple: profitable. And the philosophy practiced by our company that allows me to use that one-word answer is what I'd like to share with you today. My personal relationship with Newport Building Systems dates back to the very first project I worked on after graduating from LSU in 2002. And Regal's history with Nucor, as Jeff said, dates back to our first month of business in 2007 and the second project we ever landed. Over the following 5 years, I'm proud to say that Regal Construction has erected more than 2,000 tons of Nucor steel. Recently, as Jeff noted, I've had the honor to serve on the Presidential Advisory Team. The creation of this group is a strong indication of Nucor's commitment to their builder network and to the continuous improvement of their products. I've been personal witness to the passion that Jeff and his team of managers have for Nucor and their desire to be at the pinnacle of the metal building industry. As such, I believe it was no coincidence that they chose climbing the mountain together as the mantra for this year's builders meeting. I think most people in this room can appreciate the analogy, liking the construction industry to climbing the mountain. I don't know about you, but often it feels like the construction industry is one eternal uphill battle. I'd like to talk to you today about 2 different methods of ascending the mountain. I've had the unique opportunity and perspective of working for 2 companies that practice each of these 2 methods to varying degrees of success. They involve the very essence of how we and our clients view the construction industry. One approach to climbing the mountain has been the prevailing method for a long, long time. At its core is the belief that construction is a commodity industry. This approach assumes that when completed, a project is no different than a mass-manufactured commodity, regardless of who designs or constructs it. If this is the case, then the only real value we can bring to our clients is to provide them with the lowest possible cost, often done through the hard bid process. When we take this mindset, we find ourselves searching the Dodge report for our next project, or attending a pre-bid meeting with 20 other contractors who are climbing the mountain in much the same way. Even when we win using this method, our first instinct isn't to celebrate, it's to wonder what the heck we did wrong to beat out 20 other contractors. Don't get me wrong, there's no doubt that you can reach the summit riding this mule. He's brought road-weary contractors to the top countless times. But the ride is likely to be more perilous, it certainly will take longer, and it's going to smell a hell of a lot worse. But rest assured, there is a completely different approach to climbing a mountain, and is becoming more and more prevalent among successful contractors, many in this room, I'm sure. And that is to view construction as a service industry. This is the approach that we take at Regal, and we do so first by acknowledging that not all contractors and the projects they construct are created equal. To take a little liberty with the famous words of entrepreneur Henry Ford, if you don't believe you're better than your competitors, you're absolutely right. The gondola is not the place for you, so jump back on that mule and ride it till it drops. I can say that this morning without fear of flying tomatoes or the scrambled eggs on your plates, because by your attendance at this conference, you believe as we do that not all contractors are created equal. The builders in this room see the wisdom in investing our most valuable and prized asset, our time, to attend a conference whose goal it is to improve our organization. Changing the long-held mindset of how people view our industry is no easy task. At Regal, we understand that we must effectively communicate to our clients the value we can bring to their projects long before we provide them with a final budget. To do this, we must help them shed their misconception that construction is strictly a commodity industry. We attempt to accomplish this by showing them that by selecting our design-build team, it is no different than selecting their CPA, attorney, or IT consultant. Our clients don't make important decisions such as deciding on a new CPA based on rates alone. Unfortunately, Dr. Ken's common sense approach to taxes is much too practical for the knuckleheads we send to Washington. The reality is we select our CPA based on our expectations of the service they can provide and the value they can bring to our company. A premier design and construction team is no different. For Regal, this process starts with building partnerships with architects, engineers, subcontractors, and suppliers that can bring value to our company and ultimately to the projects of our clients. We tout these partnerships as powerful marketing tools. We tell potential clients that when they select Regal, they're also selecting first-class design consultants, the top design, build, mechanical, and electrical subcontractors in the region, and the best metal building manufacturer in the world. We can say these things with confidence because we believe it ourselves. We communicate to them that we'll be working as a team to ensure that theirs is the most cost-efficient project possible, delivered in the shortest time frame, and tailored specifically to the needs of their organization. Can anything be further from a commodity than that? The bottom line is partnerships like the one we have with Nucor allows Regal Construction to win more profitable work more often. I encourage all of you looking for a better way up the mountain to seek out partnerships that will bring value to your organizations. The mountain truly has no top when you surround your organization with the best the industry has to offer. I provided you with my take on the two of the many ways to climb the mountain. But let us not forget in our never-ending quest to conquer the highest peaks, to pause every now and again and enjoy the view. I think we've certainly all earned it. But don't linger for long. Your competition is always looking to give you a quick ride down. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today, and I wish you safe climbing in a profitable 2013.
Thanks, Marc. The view's are always better from the top than from behind the donkey, right? Yeah. Great job.